This is an open letter to Stacey McGee. Dear Stacey, I don't know if it's okay for you to play with people's emotions. You've sucked us in all season, and now you left us. It was like a love and take. I don't get it, but stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I mean,
this is so appropriate right now, y'all.
Not Your Hero, season 1, episode 10.
No.
Not your hero
At all.
No.
Not your hero, Stacey.
Everyone's trying to be a hero.
I mean, can we just take a moment and absorb this? Because it's all the emotions I have right now. All of them.
for those who are listening to us, I'm taking a sip of my wine because it's well needed.
Because you need
this
it.
episode.
After this finale, and you know what? They warned us it was an event.
They
right?
did.
And you know what? Y'all showed up.
It
was
was.
an event. It was an event.
Season finale.
Guys, Linda Antwi here. Welcome to the Station 19 AFTERBUZZ After Show, the season finale of Station 19. And see, that's it. That's it.
Oh my gosh, Nakia. Okay, so y'all, so much happened.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Sarah. I'm still recovering, y'all. Sarah Lyons, thank you so much for watching.
Hey guys, I'm Nakia Monet, and I'm really upset. And I'm sad.
Yeah, we're not in our right mind, so if we seem a little frazzled, not quite on it, is because we are frazzled from watching. We watched it together, and we're all just sitting here like, yes, this Mariah Carey song, it's the song.
It's well needed.
Very appropriate.
We had a feeling though, because last week we knew, but we didn't know.
I mean,
Honestly, every episode, it's something pulling on the heartstrings.
I say that every week as well. I
Still
say, you
not
know
prepared.
what? How can I prepare to watch the show? And
I
I
don't
can
think you
never
can.
prepare enough
Can't.
to
No.
watch the show.
For those listening and watching us, I would love to just know how other people felt about this, like were your feelings hurt, were you heartbroken? Because the three of us were watching this, and when the show went off, we literally just jumped up and was like, wait, that's it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it can't be. Oh, is it over? Because I have many questions, and I kind of feel like I was loved and left. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like ghosted.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
100%. Like, I have so many questions. Wait, I need some closure. Hold on.
Right. No closure whatsoever. So let's just dive into it.
Dive in.
Let's talk about Dearborn and Maya. That was shocking to me.
Oh,
my
God.
gosh. That was so random. Yeah, Dearborn's kind of annoying to me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's always just like,
Extra.
has this extra, yes, always competitive. Just like, you're doing the most. Calm down.
Yeah.
The absolute most. But when Maya said she had no idea, I'm like, you knew, Maya. You knew that's the Dearborn that Andy was talking about.
Right.
But as we can see, Maya's going through her own things right now. She thinks she can be lieutenant, which I think she can. She might be deaf in one ear. But I'm like, really?
We talked about it last
Dearborn?
week a little bit, that whole frenemy thing that's starting to happen. And we're
Yeah.
starting to see little pieces of. So, you know.
Competitive side jumping out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there was a little bit of that there. I can't picture them together, so I'm wondering as we move into the next
No.
season what that's going to look like.
Well, she did say it was like a one-night stand.
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah,
okay,
but then
Wednesday,
they had,
bye.
but then they had like that lovey-dovey, and her eyes, rolled to the back of her head.
Yeah,
So-
they remind me of like the same person, and that's why I can't see them together. Because they're
Right.
both strong, they're both aggressive women, which is nothing
Exactly.
wrong
Yeah,
with
but
that.
Dearborn is reckless as
She's
well,
so
and I
reckless.
and I find Maya much more like contained.
Yeah,
Dearborn-
she can do better. She can find another
definitely
girl
can.
Yeah.
out there, not Dearborn.
And then we see Andy just crashing on the couch, and she's basically trying to dictate. I was like, first of all, you're crashing on my couch.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You're not telling me who I bring home, when I bring them home, and all of that. Even though it's messed up that I chose Dearborn, right?
But it's still my house.
It's still
It's
your
still my
exactly.
house.
and you're on my
Exactly.
couch.
I'm letting you stay here because you're avoiding your own issues.
Exactly.
As always.
Okay, preach.
Speak on it, Sarah,
Sarah.
as always.
Right. And then we see Grant and Montgomery.
Oh, they're so
Aw.
cute.
They really.
I love Grant, y'all.
I love Grant too.
And I think he's so perfect for Montgomery.
I've said it since the beginning.
What I respect about Grant was so forward with him and was like, look, I don't have time for games. And I love something like that because I'm the same way. I'd rather you just tell me what it is or I'm going to ask you what it is. He's like, look, either we're going to do this or we're not.
Yeah.
I do not have time for the games.
Yeah.
I already told you.
How
and I think that
feel.
shook Montgomery a little bit like, oh, I don't think no man has ever spoken to him like that. So I like that. Like,
and I also think that he cared, which
Yeah.
he probably didn't realize how much he cared. Because
Yeah.
when he got all weird that, you know, they were making plans with Vic and Andy, and his face was like, I was like, dude, last week you were just like, I'm all in, full steam ahead. What?
I
What's
think
the problem?
it scares him because he knows what this is going to turn into, and I think he's scared of the new aspect of love because he still is missing his ex.
Right.
So I think he's like, whoa, he's hanging out with my friends. This is real.
Like he wasn't ready.
He wants it, but I don't think he's right. It's still scary for him.
It's scary for
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
because he's been holding on to his grief for so long.
Yeah, he doesn't want to maybe not get too attached for that to be taken away.
Yeah.
Again, you know.
And then we get into Ben and Bailey, which I think those two are adorable, right? So,
Bailey.
you know, one of the predictions I had was that, you know, they're going to quite make it this season, but
Same.
they seem to be on a great track, and
good.
I loved how they surprised him for his 50 fires.
Yeah.
What were you guys' thoughts on that?
That was beautiful.
Yeah, I thought that was so sweet and well deserved, and I just love Ben is like an eternal optimist. Like he's just so excited,
and like he has like a happy spirit.
Yeah, he
And I
brings
love
good
that.
vibes to the station.
always.
brings
right?
good vibes.
And
yeah.
I wanted that spread. I'm like, wait, can we have that spread here? Food,
Oh my
baby?
god! I'm like,
For
y'all
real.
are eating all this food.
Right.
But I love it. And I love that he's now not the rookie anymore, and they trust him and they love him and they know him, and we just love Ben. Like, and I think that's
How
why
can we
Ben
not?
was put in the situation he was put in at the end. And I know we'll talk about it because of who he is and his personality.
Yeah, let's not go there. Oops,
Yeah.
see, she just gave me a flash.
PTSD,
But
girl.
yeah,
I
for
know.
real. Like, I was
Triggered.
like, wait, what?
not ready, I'm not
I
ready,
was
I'm
still
not
in
ready.
happy mode.
Ben is happy. Think Ben thoughts.
Yes, Ben thoughts. What I didn't know about fires again in this situation too is that not only do they have to complete X amount of hours, but they have to take a driving test.
Wow.
Right? So remember when
Oh
they
yeah,
said he
for
passed the
aid truck.
driving
Yeah.
for the aid truck?
And I guess that makes sense. People aren't just out here driving fire trucks and ambulances. Like,
And you got to handle those things, especially like in traffic.
Oh
you
my
Like,
God.
you have to control the fire truck. Cars are coming. Weird, funny, random story. I remember I was like in 8th grade and I was super sad and depressed about something. So I had my headphones in my ear. I am literally crossing the street and I hear nothing. I look up and there is a fire truck full of firefighters yelling at me to get out of the street because I was taking too long to cross the street
Girl.
because they had to fight a fire.
Was
I
there
was
no
like,
siren?
I had headphones in my ear and I was so sad. And I looked down. They literally wanted to beat me up. So I understand their pain and learning how to drive because they're
Yeah.
literally like, hello, little girl, get out of the
Out
street.
of the street.
Well, because you know, every second counts.
It does.
Right? Every second counts,
And
as we saw.
Yeah, Station 19, they said had one of the fastest response times. So
They
own
sure
it.
did.
They own it.
And I just thought it was super cute that when Vic cracked Ben's code, just to know like when he passed,
Oh
and
my
it was
God.
his
Hot,
password, hot Miranda.
Love since Miranda, but I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see season 2 them still kind of play along with that whole Vic and
Oh, me too.
Ben thing, which I think they still might.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
We love a drama, Sarah.
Don't give us side eye, Sarah. Side eye.
We love a
I
mess.
love Miranda. I am the first to tell you I love Miranda, but you know it plays into the show for sure.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And then we see Andy and Pruitt, and she just really can't forgive her father for not backing her up and not backing the station up.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. Not even like not me, but not Jack as well. Like you really want someone brand new to come in here?
Which is what she
But
said.
Daddy knows doggone well if he would have supported Jack and not her, she still would have had a fit about it because that's her father. So I think he thought he was safe by saying none of them.
No.
Because if he picked Jack, Andy would have been upset. Maya would have been upset.
Well, she's upset regardless.
Yeah, but I think he thought instead of me playing like the nepotism, instead of me doing this, let me just, even though I think Jack probably deserves it more,
Yeah.
I'm just going to say none of them. Especially after he found out that they were messing around with each other. I think he thought as an older dad, like, okay, let me protect them.
Right.
But it wasn't the right thing to do.
Not at all.
I just think he thought it was.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. I think there's some other agenda going on here.
Exactly.
And I agree with Andy saying, like, you need to believe in your station and you need to believe in your people because you were the leader. So if you did your job and you think that we are as good as you trained us to be, then you should have faith in your station and in your people.
Right.
Exactly.
That's what I think.
You have someone like outsider come in, you don't know who they
Some
were trained
random.
by.
How is that
I
better?
know,
Thank
that's
you.
tough.
How is that better?
Thank you.
That's tough.
Girl, I feel the same way.
Imagine Dareborn. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. So how is it better? You know all these people. They're your people. You
Yeah.
train them. So
Yeah.
how is it better to bring some random in?
That's tough.
Just saying. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not for it. And I feel like he has ulterior motives.
oh
but
no.
We'll see. Okay. We're going to get into this first emergency at the Skyscraper.
Yes.
But first, let's talk a little bit more about Maria.
Sure. Someone who we love. You guys want to have fun, learn, and grow in all areas of your life? For those who do, we have the podcast for you. Conversations with Maria Menounos, podcast edition, is hosted by our AfterBuzz TV founder and drops every Friday on iTunes, which means tomorrow, y'all. Conversations with Maria Menounos features celebrity and influencer interviews along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of your life. And I feel like some of these firefighters can use it. From health and wellness to career, relationships, finances, and more, let our Maria be the big sister you always wanted. Just go to iTunes and subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos for free. And we love free, guys.
Yes.
Be sure to rate and comment. And when you do, let Maria know that it was the Station19 crew that sent you there. Conversations with Maria Menounos, podcast edition. Check it out.
Yes. Yes.
It's dope. It's a really good podcast.
Yeah, it is.
And it comes out tomorrow, y'all. So if y'all want to debrief from this sad
For real.
season
I'll be there.
finale, just
I'll be
listen to
there.
Maria's
Tune in.
podcast.
Exactly.
Serious. Inspiration. Okay, so there's a skyscraper fire. 0% contained. The roof can't be vented because it's a skyscraper, so it's a different type of thing. So they have to do an internal containment and really be safe. But what we find out is that they're not called right away. So they're all antsy, which I thought was an interesting dynamic. Like, get me in there, get me in there. It's like, you know, when you're like whatever sports player.
Put
and
me
you,
in, coach.
Yeah, put me in, coach. I'm ready. Don't
Yeah.
bench me. That's the vibe I
You
got.
see the
which I-
action, just like, okay, come on. And they're supposed to be one of the best stations. Like,
Yeah.
Right. So why are they called? I don't know how it works.
Right.
But why are they called last?
Well, Molly did say that they were far out. Like, I guess maybe they were furthest away from it. She's like, you guys are far out of our district. Like,
Yes. But it is interesting to see firefighters excited to like fight a fire.
Yeah.
Even though they know how scary it
Yeah.
is, they're like, yo, why aren't they calling us yet? So I think that's pretty, I would love to talk to a firefighter and or like a real one and see like how it is. And
Yeah.
are they that excited when it's time for like a
Yeah.
fire?
Yeah. And so we first see Miller and Jack together, and you can see that Jack really wants to. Not Jack. Miller really wants to talk to Jack during the fire.
Right.
I'm like,
wrong time, wrong place.
Well, he's
Miller.
been trying all day though.
Was he really trying?
No, he wasn't.
had to do
I
was say it.
Exactly. I'm like,
I mean, really.
I'm like, maybe before y'all got to work,
In the
pull him
middle
aside, like, bro, I really need to speak
of
to
this
you.
fire.
Dude, send him a text. Say, I
Hello.
need to talk.
We need to. Everyone
Right.
loves those texts. We need to
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
We need to talk. Stay with me outside for
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Poor Miller. He's trying to. Their friendship hasn't been the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You're my guy.
Yeah,
You're
and
my
he
guy.
feels
I was like,
terrible. Rightfully so.
Rightfully.
For what
Right.
He almost
did.
killed them, as is what Jack said. Like, I almost died in that
For
fire.
you playing around. But I do love that he was honest.
Yeah.
And he was able to let
Taking
him know, like, you know what,
responsibility.
yo, I did that. It's all my fault. My bad. So I wonder, like, how his relationship with JJ is going to go in the new season.
Oh, he's going to drop her.
Yeah,
She's-
she's,
I think
she's
He's
not
going
going
to
to
look
be
at
around.
her and
Right.
have guilt.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Poor thing.
But,
No, not poor
she's
thing.
relentless.
she's
was a
she's
lot.
going to become a little stalker. But
Yeah,
that's
I
a
agree.
different
Yeah,
story.
yeah,
She
totally. I
most
think
Because
that.
I think he's gonna cut her off, and now, especially after this crazy season finale, and he just told his guy what happened. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Ben and Montgomery.
Oh my goodness.
Who wants to go first?
Oh, I will.
Ay.
I think there's. I love the budding friendship. I love their inspirational talk, or Ben's inspirational talk. Like,
In the beginning, before they got to the fire,
it's gonna
right?
be a good day
Yeah.
today, and like basically telling him like, listen, just you need to communicate. You need to tell him how you feel. Like this
Yeah.
is a good thing.
Yeah, like don't act weird.
Yeah,
And
like,
I
it's
like what did
fine.
he say? I wrote it down. He said, it doesn't have to feel. Wait, no. is he a guy you want to share everything with,
Or is he not?
or is he not?
It's
That's
that
so simple.
So
That's
simple.
it.
You know, I'm gonna live my life like that from this point
Yeah.
forward.
It's like you either do or you don't.
You
Like
do or you
can't,
don't.
you can't force feelings, y'all. You can't force feelings.
But not just that, like, are you thinking, like, I want to share my life with this person?
Yeah.
Something great happens to you. Are you reaching out to this person first? Like, it's so simple. We're the ones that just make it super complex.
Ben has the best advice. That's why I was like,
He
Ben has the best
does.
vibe. He's
He's
super
good.
positive. But it's crazy because, like, they're bonding. And this is the thing about the show. You grow to love someone on the show. You bond just like we do, just like they do on the show. And then your heart is snatched out of your chest.
Ripped out.
Stacy.
Grabbed out.
So the fact that, like, they're bonding, they're, like, talking, and then all of a sudden, like, they're trying to save lives. And, yeah.
And the fact that we see Grant in the beginning with them shopping, and then Ben and Montgomery are talking about it, and he's basically saying, Ben says, just tell him, right? Just tell him that you love him.
Montgomery's okay, cool. I'm good.
No, but
I got this.
Fast forward to, I mean, we're gonna get there, but
Yeah.
fast forward to, are you crying?
No, actually, I have allergies. I'm not really
Okay.
crying.
I was like, oh, because I know I was about to cry too,
No.
but we're not gonna go.
I got emotional, but I'm really not crying, though. I have allergies.
All right. I mean,
It's sad, but I'm not crying.
finally, so do we want to jump forward to what happened to Montgomery, or do we want to
We
kind of get?
can.
Yeah.
Should we?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm like, yeah. Just rip that Band-Aid
There was an
off.
explosion.
that explosion with him and Ben, and then it puts Ben in a crazy predicament. And my whole thing is, they allowed us to get to know this really cute Molly character, who, you know, young, is probably her first new job. and
like
she
an
stood up
intern
to
or
she stood up to her boss, and she's really feeling like, you know, powerful. And then those fools, they trampled her almost to death.
Trampled
do
her
that,
going
like-
down the steps. I've heard
Right.
that happens.
Me too, but it's
Yeah.
so sad.
Like,
Like,
crowds just stampeding.
Yeah.
Like if you fall, they're
And
not.
she's little,
she's
and they
so
just kept going.
little, and I'm like, no one. I mean,
No one's concerned. If you're
they're-
worried about your life or helping someone in the middle of a crowd,
Yeah.
like people are, they're gonna
Ruthless.
keep going.
people are
Yeah.
very ruthless,
Yeah.
and it was very heartbreaking. But like you said, like we get to know this young sweet girl.
So she's like, oh, you know, she's done all this. Oh, I should stay. And, you know, Maya convinces her, you know, go, like, because
Yeah,
she wants
lead
to see
them
her
down.
mom. Yeah, like, so keep being a leader, lead them down. And then, you know, Ben and Travis get caught in this explosion, and it's like a shard, I
A
guess.
shard of glass.
Right, it like it was right in his heart.
I mean, like perfectly placed.
like in his chest cavity.
Yes.
That was like,
Why? Why?
all right. So this is how we're starting it. Stacy and Shauna, this is what y'all doing.
I was
Right.
not prepared. I
Right.
was like, really?
So now you put Ben in a crazy predicament, because as he's trying to save Travis
Dragging Travis down the
down all
steps.
these stairs, and then he runs into Molly. So we already feel for Molly. You know, we already love Travis, and Travis just found his love. So now you're gonna make Ben choose between saving Travis and saving Molly.
But you know what? Honestly, when I first saw that little scene, I don't remember who said it. Maybe it was the chief, but if you have to choose between, like, we're gonna
Yeah.
save a firefighter,
Firefighters
than
first.
like a civilian. So I'm feeling the.
But then they
feeling
had the
for-
nerve to make Travis say that little speech like, "You're the surgeon, save her life." Whoa,
like,
Travis, stop.
Listen, I'm like, you're not in your right mind. Stop talking.
This one here was like, sorry, Molly, we're saving
I would
Travis.
have kept dragging
We're gonna pray
Travis
for you.
past Molly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You'll be fine. You'll go quickly.
Hey, but it's protocol. I mean, we'll tell your mom you said hi.
Oh my god.
But it is
really?
protocol to save a firefighter first.
Exactly. That's my friend. So
I mean,
that's why
is
I'm
Ben
gonna
gonna
be a
know
good
that
friend.
as the newbie
I
and rookie, or is
know.
he gonna listen to Travis because Travis is one of the ones that trained him?
That is tough. How
I'm
dare
so,
they
they
do
cannot
this
kill
to us?
Travis. They cannot kill Travis.
I mean, I just think it.
Oh.
I really don't see how he's gonna survive, but you know.
Okay, so Travis. So that's the first thing we were in shock about, that Travis might die and is basically dying. And then we are introduced to Pruitt calling Ryan and is basically like, I can't breathe. I think I need to go to the hospital. Come now.
Oh,
What has
gosh.
Pruitt been doing this whole time? He had an appointment.
He had a
Why are
damn
you at the
appointment.
station by yourself? What are you doing?
Because
answering
Pruitt,
the phone.
he said, Pruitt still wants to be the captain so bad.
Stop, Pruitt. If you
Right.
don't take yourself
Bro,
to the hospital.
you had an
Right.
appointment
Right.
today. After they left, you should have left to go to your appointment. But
Yeah.
he still has that captain mentality where he's like, I still have to hold it down for
Yeah.
them.
For
you know?
what?
Yeah.
Ay.
So
So
Ryan
then-
has to go try and save him.
Well, so I guess what he had done as well was he pushed back his appointment. So I guess he was trying to, because he was watching, you notice he was watching it on the TV.
Yeah.
So he pushed it, and then Miranda was the first to show up because he didn't make his appointment. And then Ryan shows up. And for him to be man down, I mean, you know, I know I've been predicting it all season, but to actually see it,
Right.
I
That was
like,
tough.
We weren't
wait, so
ready.
he's not conscious. He's
Nope.
barely
didn't have a
breathing.
pulse, right?
But then I thought it was a little weird that you have two like emergency responders, and none of y'all are like call 911.
Exactly.
That's why I'm like, doctor, police officer.
And then
Let's just call.
Especially we know they're only 5 blocks down from Grace.
and then Ryan was like, "Oh, I have a alarm or whatever,
Of a
a siren." Well, duh, you have a siren. That was I don't know.
Yeah, that was
Ridiculous.
she's like, we gotta get him to slow. I'm like, okay.
Response time slow, okay?
But no, it's sad because like though we know he has the cancer, we know he's been sick this whole season, but to see him down like
Yeah.
that,
I know.
Yeah,
that,
it was
that
sad.
was the second
Not
thing that
ready.
took me out. I'm like, what else
Yeah.
can go wrong?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
what else?
well, you
Let's-
talk too soon. So then, do we? Okay, yeah. Let's just keep going. So then we have Jack.
Yo, I am upset.
Jack is trying to save the day for what? For
Jack is trying to be
what?
a hero because him and Andy are no longer. Andy chose Ryan, so I think he has this whole complex like, I have nothing to live for anymore, so let me save my whole crew. I really think that's what he's feeling. Because I think if this would have never happened, Jack would have never reacted that way.
to
That's my
sacrifice
personal-
himself.
Yeah.
I just don't know what closing all the fire doors is gonna. How's that supposed to help?
Listen,
He's
I
trying
was
to.
like, why are you getting off the elevator? So like, what? What are you doing
For what?
to close the?
To close the
building
fire
is already
doors.
compromised.
Exactly.
The whole
I'm
floor is
like,
on
So
what?
fire.
I'm unsure. I'm unsure. Like in life,
Right.
like closing
life.
the closing the fire doors. That's a good thing, right? Because it keeps the fire back.
Right.
But like if the building's already compromised, there's been friggin' explosions everywhere.
Yeah, I wonder
Then like
why.
what?
Unless it was
down,
going to bring the fire
Jack.
down. That's
Calm
why
down.
he had to close it.
And then when they were talking to each other from shaft to shaft, I was just like,
I'm just like,
Like, Jack,
I
don't
can't.
you do it.
I
Don't
can't.
you be that hero.
could you jump? Could you throw a
I thought he was
cable?
gonna jump.
Right.
Like,
Really, I thought he was gonna jump.
What? And then he closed the door. So I was like,
Oh, and then she's trying to talk to him on the radio, and you
And
don't
then
hear him
static.
anymore. And I really think he's trying to be like the best captain, aka like he's like, you know what? Let me just be the best captain. Let me hold my team down. I really don't have anything to really live for.
I don't see how.
good.
Because he mentioned the rest of the team. He's like, oh, we don't know where everyone else is. I'm trying to save them. How are you doing that?
Right? They can all be dead.
By putting
Jack.
yourself in
Andy
danger.
risked her job for you to come down in that freaking elevator.
You know, I was really expecting Andy to have some more emotion. I thought she was gonna, in that moment, be like, "Oh my God, but no, Jack, I love you."
yeah, but she's messed up.
Yeah.
Personally, in her mind, she's messed up. I mean, right now she's with Ryan, right? So she thinks she loves Ryan. I
Ryan is
guess.
saving her father
We
right
don't
now.
know.
So let's just recap a little bit where we are. So we have Pruitt, who's unconscious
Yeah.
and barely breathing. We have Travis and Molly dying, and Ben stuck in the middle. Then we have Jack going back to the fire and basically sacrificing himself. And if you think that that's not enough,
No.
Oh.
okay, it's not enough clearly in Shondaland, then we have Maya. So let's talk about Maya and Vic and how dangerous that situation is because Maya can't hear.
Maya can't hear. She's not telling anybody that she can't hear.
And remember we talked about secrets? How the secrets in the fire, because there's so many secrets in the fire
Yes.
station,
Yeah.
how it's going to be their downfall.
Right. You
And
need to let
that's-
your people know.
Exactly, especially when you're saving lives and you have to save their lives
Mm-hmm.
and others. One can't hear, one's afraid of fire. So the fact that the two of them are together, and I just felt like it was irresponsible of Maya. Like she did have Vic's back, but I thought this was a time to be like, and honestly, girl, I have ringing in my ear. So
Yeah.
you know, because now her life's in danger and all these
Exactly.
people's lives because you can't hear
Yeah.
anything.
If it's just the two of them, like y'all need to be able to communicate with each other.
Yeah. Like girl, come on, Maya.
Yeah.
I'm
This
glad-
is dangerous.
So it looked like she was doing the right thing by like, hey, like you said, I've got your back. We'll go on the floor. There's no fire. But really, you're probably thinking like, I can't hear
I can't hear, so-
anything. I'm going to be detrimental.
Ugh, Maya.
But Vic overcame her fear, y'all.
Yay,
Vic's over
Victoria.
here blasting that water.
Well, she had to. She didn't really have a choice.
Right, because Maya can't hear
Can't hear
anything.
at
That's
all.
good she stepped up because before she would have like cowered, like, oh my God, then freeze, you know? So
And I feel like she kind of knew something was not right with
Yeah.
Maya, like the way she was looking at her.
right.
And she kept calling her, and Maya couldn't hear her. So I think she's like, okay,
Yeah.
Maya's not right.
Let's talk about Dearborn and her actions in the fire.
See,
y'all, I'm so done with her.
I can't work with Dearborn. I can't work with Maya Lyon about her ear.
Dearborn jumping into the flames.
Right.
For no reason.
For no reason. And then putting other people's lives in danger because now you
Yes.
got to go after this girl.
Yeah.
And what's
something-
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say what's upsetting because she wants to be captain. So how can you try to be captain and you're leading your team into danger like
Into
that?
danger.
And not just that, you're just going off on a tangent on your own. Like, where's the team in that?
Yeah.
She's like a child. She gets so
Yeah,
excited.
like,
She's like, oh my God, fire. And she
Yeah.
just runs
Fire.
into it. And then
Yay, fire.
she's hurt. How are you supposed to save anybody with a sprained
Right.
ankle or whatever's wrong with you? I'm limping. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Just to win a competition. No,
Right.
you cannot.
You can't.
Because God forbid this is a real fire. Now you're gonna put everyone's lives in danger because you have a
Yeah.
big ego.
Yeah.
This is not a
She got-
test.
She gotta
This
go. If
is
one
not a
person can go,
test.
it can be Dearborn. Save everybody else. Sorry.
Let's talk about Andy and her defiance towards Chief
Oh.
Ripley.
Yo, okay.
Andy.
First of all, just like how we've done with everything else with the emotions, bringing us up and bringing us low, they bring us high up because she's doing really good. Chief is like, wow, I get to see you in a different light.
Right.
Yeah, you
You're
go,
doing
Andy.
well.
And
Yeah.
then Andy's like, I'll just take those keys.
When she snatched it out of his hand.
After he
I was
already
like
told her
this-
no.
Yeah. And gave her a reason why.
Yes.
Good night, Andy.
Like, Andy, that just proves, like, you cannot be captain because what he said, that's hard.
Hold this pen, just hold this. So you're saying la la la, jeez, like that. Snatched it.
and he's, as a chief,
And
he's
then-
like, no.
And then
protocols.
turned and looked
Looked
him
at
in
him
the
like,
face.
yeah, I just did that.
Like, you know when a
what?
bad child does something and they look at you like
Yeah,
he
I
looked
did.
at her like, I'm about to
Listen,
kick
he
you.
made the smart decision. First of all, that man they found lying in the smoke, he's dying.
Right.
Okay, there's no stop. And what he said, like, I need to save hundreds if I need to sacrifice one person.
We're so cold-hearted.
We're so
here.
cold.
That is the
The
decision
show
you have
made
to
us
make.
cold.
Like, in this emergency situation, sometimes you can't save everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the truth, and he's the chief. And when the fact that she did that after he already seen her,
She
had like kudo points, and I felt like she was about to be captain. She snatched those keys. He looked at her like,
Lost all the
wait till you get
points.
downstairs.
Yeah.
And then he just went downstairs. He said, okay.
That was it.
He just left.
You
I'm
die
done.
if you want to. Girl.
I'm
left.
done. I'm done with you.
Yeah,
I'm done with
Andy.
you.
Come on, girl.
I already didn't like you. I gave you a second chance. And
Now I'm finished.
that was just pure disrespect.
Oh, girl.
Pure disrespect.
You're right, Sarah. I can't with this season finale.
So, unconscious, 2 dying, possibly 3. And then we have one that can't hear,
Oh, my
one that's
goodness.
defiant,
Station19 is
one
all
that's
messed
one
up.
that has just pure guilt, right? Because
Fresh.
I feel like, okay, so do we want to talk about anything else about this specific fire before we move forward?
No. It was
think
just
we
a
covered
mess.
it?
I think
Yeah.
we did. Because we've named everyone in their sticky situation.
Right.
So basically, guys, this episode also left us not closed, no closure.
No closure whatsoever.
Like just okay, so this person might be dead, and this person might be dead, and this person also might be dead, and this person can't hear, and this person right here
might be fired.
might be fired.
How do you do that?
And then fade to black.
It's done.
Done.
building blows
catch
up.
you in the fall.
Catch you in the fall.
How do like Shauna,
Stacey.
Stacey, how do y'all do that? Like, why would you guys do that to us?
like
Like
I said-
nothing was resolved. Like not just one. Like we literally don't know who will be
Right.
alive, who will be fired, what will happen.
And like I said, I wrote you a letter, Stacy. I wrote part of it to you in the beginning, but don't worry, there's more. Let's go move on to some fire facts.
Ooh, yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I love these fire facts.
I know. I think I'm learning so much. I hope you all are too.
Yes.
I wish this show was out one night because I had a friend who was a firefighter and this was years ago. So I wish like I cared to ask him
Questions, right? But I feel like before watching the show, I would honestly think that I knew enough about fires.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because you grow up and your parents are like, fire,
Yeah.
this, and then
No.
like exit plans and this and this and this. And I mean,
We know nothing.
I
I
know
know
nothing.
Nothing
Really.
At all. No.
So, first fun fire fact is that spontaneous combustion is a real thing.
Ooh, I hear the fire.
Some fuel sources can generate their own heat. Oh, you hear that heat?
I love that. Yes, Juliet, our amazing engineer.
I love that. they can generate their own heat by rotting, for example. So here is something super interesting. So pistachios have so much natural oil and are prone to heat generating fat that the decomposition that they create can create fire. What? So the international, and I think it's maritime dangerous goods code regards them as a dangerous item.
What? Pistachios. Wow.
Crazy, right?
That's crazy.
And I like pistachios.
I love them.
Yeah.
So now I'm looking at a bag now, like thinking, oh, is this, how does
it's gonna blow up?
Yes, but it's a real thing.
Oh, wow.
And moving forward with that, fun fact too, haystacks, compost heaps, piles of old newspapers and magazines can burst into flame on their own.
Oh no, I gotta
Just
get
a
rid of
pile
them.
of magazines?
Yep.
I gotta get rid of all my magazines.
Yep.
Because I'm a collector.
Sure.
Yep. Because
Me
as
too.
they like decompose, that rotting creates a heat. Rotting creates a heat, and the heat can create a fire.
Y'all throw out those magazines.
I mean, I'm going to tell you to recycle. If you haven't started recycling, start recycling. And don't keep like extra papers that are like newspapers or magazines anywhere near your house. And last one for this season, no one knows who invented the fire hydrant because its patent was destroyed in a fire.
I wanted to know you were going to say in a fire.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Did the person burn up in the fire? Like, I would be like, that was me.
Right. That is also true. Like, I invented it, y'all. Like,
Sarah's all in the back. Is the fire out? Yeah. You know that fire hydrant that put that fire
I did
out?
that.
I did that.
me.
no, but that's true though. Like, that's weird that there's no patent. Like, no one knows.
No one knows.
And this person didn't tell their family, their friends.
Right.
I mean,
Wow.
Dang.
Well, thank you for the fire.
Yay.
Yay.
So let's move on to some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
News and gossip. So, I mean, I don't even know where to start. What? There's so much.
Love it.
There's so much. So I'm not, okay, so this first picture I love. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I ship these two, meaning love, and we see Captain Pruitt there, and we see Miller there. And I just think this is a really cute picture.
I love it.
You know? Like these two. Yeah. And then, you know, we look at that and we think, oh, you know, Pruitt, is he going to be back next season? Was that it? Is he
He's
dead?
gonna be back, at least in the first episode.
Well, let's.
Damn, Sarah.
And I love this picture for the season finale where we see all the firefighters.
Aww.
And we remember in this scene, this was the surprise for Ben. So how they all came together to like celebrate Ben being the newbie and not the rookie anymore.
I love it.
And then the next one is really cute too.
Aww.
So here we have our firefighters from Station 19 in the finale. And they're suited up. They're in the elevator, which is quite appropriate for this episode.
Yes.
And then just looking to see who is gonna survive. And then here we have Stacy with her girls, and I just love that they hang out together.
They're so
I just
beautiful,
love it.
right?
And
Look at
Station
Stacy.
19 says this is their Women Crush Wednesday with all these beauties.
Oh.
And so the ABC had their upfronts this past week, and so they were all there, and you see your Grey's Anatomy friends, right?
Yes.
And then we see how it's almost like he's photobombing, no?
Right. It looks like it.
Yeah, I love it, because he probably thinks, oh my God, this is a legend, because he's a great actor.
Yeah.
And we work right next door to each other. kind of.
Yes, yes. And we're at the upfronts. We're all one big happy Shondaland family over there on ABC until she leaves.
Right. Oh, I know. That's heartbreaking.
Man,
Shauna said, forget y'all.
go ahead, Netflix. Go ahead.
Get that check.
Okay, now this is the big part, predictions. So this is going to be like our biggest predictions because it's the season finale.
Now,
We had an
your
event
AfterBuzz
that
TV.
stirred us and shook us to the core. Okay, we have a lot to deal with. So
Nakia.
Okay. Let me take a sip of my wine. Okay. I don't think that. I think the people that we don't expect to die are gonna die. Like I
like
think
for her, like example.
Molly's gonna die. Dearborn's gonna die.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think like those are gonna be the ones to die. I don't think. I hope Travis is not dying. I do think that Ben is going to actually pick Travis because I know like he looks like he wants to do the right thing, but I know that you got to pick your firefighter buddies first, and that's the protocol. So I think he is going to actually pick Travis first, and I think they're going to use Molly's whistle to whistle someone, and someone's going to hear them.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I do. I think like someone's gonna hear them and they're gonna all be saved. I do think Andy's job is going to be in jeopardy. She is crazy. I don't think she's gonna get the captain position. Pruitt, see, I don't think he's gonna die. I think we're gonna see him again because with him that brings Miranda on the show. So not saying that she can't be on the show, but it kind of brings her in there. But yeah, I think Dearborn and Molly are gonna be the ones that we're gonna say bye to.
Okay. Yes, I second that. With I definitely think Warren is going to pick Travis. When he had this little look at the end where he was like, "Ooh, I can't let you die." Like, sorry, Molly.
Sorry, Molly.
Travis.
Ruthless.
I think he's gonna pick Travis for sure. If anyone, I don't know how Jack is gonna survive, but obviously Jack has to survive. I don't know what's happening, but he is. And I think that Maya is going to...
I forgot about Jack.
She's going to figure out her ear situation. Like, that is a problem. I don't know if that's going to be a permanent thing. I think it's going to affect her in the future, for sure.
Did you want to say
I'm
something about
sick
Jack?
right now. I forgot all about Jack.
I don't know how you could.
I don't think Jack's gonna die.
Jack is
Unless like the
100%
actor who plays
not
Jack is
dying.
leaving the show, I don't think that he's gonna die.
They
I think
can't kill Jack.
she hears the explosion, but I think that he finds another way out from one of those fire doors.
Right.
Like the way I feel like this is gonna go, you see how everyone's on these different floors and different planes. I feel like everyone's gonna reconnect with each other, and they're gonna reconnect with Miller in the elevator. Like that, I just see everyone just coming down except for Molly.
Molly's not. Yeah,
And
she's
Dearborn.
dying.
Sorry, now I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
I love the fact that your predictions are what you want to happen.
Literally.
Like, she's like, no, Molly, sorry, Molly. And if you're listening to our podcast, she has her hand up and everything. I am going to play the devil's advocate a little bit. I think that, like I said from the beginning, that I think that Pruitt is going to die.
Oh.
I think that, yeah, we might see him in the first few episodes, but he will be in Grey's dying. And that's going to really mess up Andy because I think Andy is definitely out of the running for captain now.
100%.
Yeah.
And so between losing captain and losing her dad, she's just going to be a train wreck. And I think that train wreck is going to manifest itself in ways that we didn't see this season. Travis and versus Molly.
Who do you think?
That, okay, so I know that you guys think that Molly's going to be the one that's going to die. And the reason why I think that they may also kill Travis is because the way they built up the relationship with Grant and how he didn't get to tell him that he loved him and that they talked about how he hasn't felt like this for anyone since his husband passed.
Exactly why he should stay alive.
But you know what? You're right because Miller got to tell Jack.
Exactly.
And that's why I can see Jack living in
Exactly.
Not Travis.
Right? So all these closing pieces. Okay, so Jack, I don't think Jack's gonna die. What I do think is when we saw that last scene where Andy cut to like calling or radioing like Jack, and she's like, I'm heading down. She's
gonna go find him.
She's gonna go up and find him.
All right, Andy, go get your man, Andy.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what she's gonna do. And I kind of want to agree with you. I think that because Miller's still in that elevator with that random, that they're gonna at some point have a radios and maybe he'll go up in the elevator and get both Jack and Andy down.
And then,
yeah.
Okay.
So those are my predictions.
I like that. Okay,
guys.
okay.
Like my heart is beating. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna miss you guys for all these months till we have to wait, and I'm gonna rewatch all of these shows.
Yeah.
And guys, if you want to keep the conversation going, if you guys just have any comments, if you want to like on our iTunes, subscribe on our iTunes, and even on YouTube, please keep interacting with us. We love hearing from our fans, and I know it's a new show, so you can binge it now, and then you can binge us.
Yeah.
I'm Linda Antwi. You can find me all across social media at Linda is So Girly.
And I'm Sarah Lyons. You can find me on Twitter at Sarah Lioness, Lioness with a Y.
And I'm Nakia Monet. You can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll
Bye.
see you next season.
Next season.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Dang you, Stacy!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.